All right, y'all. The Resident Evil 4 remake Chainsaw demo came out yesterday after the Capcom showcase show event thingamabob, whatever it was called. Um, like literally the only thing I've seen come out of that show was more news, like a release date for Exoprimal. I find the whole Exoprimal thing funny since they announced it at like the whatever their E3 event was last summer, because people have been asking for a Dino Crisis remake instead of another Resident Evil remake for like years, and Capcom's like, okay, we hear that you want a new Dino Crisis, so we're gonna release Exoprimal. It's like, okay, that's not what anyone wants, but good luck with this. Uh, I'll be surprised if that game's not on sale for $10 within 6 months. And it's not that it looks like it's going to be a bad game, but it just sounds like it's going to be a bad game. Like there's season passes, and it's just looks like another live service game that no one wants. Anyway, that's not why we're here. I streamed this yesterday evening, but it's not actually on my channel because I got rid of it. It was on PS5, so I want to play it on PC and see how it goes. Am I even recording? Yes, I am. Okay. Why's all this stuff turned off? This has like the least cumbersome graphic requirements that I've seen in RE Engine compared to Resident Evil 2 or 3 or 7 or 8 or even Devil May Cry 5. Persistent corpses. Corpse physics. What is that? What? Oh, so they move around? I haven't noticed that yet. Rain quality. I don't know. I think that's the thing. When you sync saves between Steam Deck and PC, it always saves the Steam Deck graphic settings instead of, like adjusting to the platform that it's on. Based on the graphic settings, I expect this to run well, if not flawlessly. So we'll see how this goes. I'm just gonna set it on high. It's fine, I'll live. I'm not offended at all that my old computer can't, if only it didn't take so much damn money to buy a GPU now. I haven't even bought my motherboard yet, which I might do like today, finally, but probably not. Probably next week. So higher resolution content will be coming eventually. Okay, so this is all good. Alrighty, prepare for cursing, etc. Is there a difficulty? Perhaps I can get the Mad Chainsaw mode the first time? Someone will probably release a mod that unlocks it by this time tomorrow.
September 30th, 1998. It's a day I'll never forget. The cop inside me died that
Okay,
day.
Darren Malakian.
That night, Raccoon City was wiped out, thanks to the bioweapons created by Umbrella.
Malakian.
Somehow I made it out, but too many others.
Oh, yeah, this cutscene is wrong. I'm not surprised.
I was asked.
But that's not what happened. The city wasn't destroyed. Let me rewind. Leon and Claire and Sherry escape on the 30th. the city isn't destroyed until October 1st. I mean, I could be wrong. You could come into the comments and be like, no. But I'm almost 100% positive that it's not destroyed until the next morning after that, like the morning of the 2nd, which is after Jill escapes, or like when Jill escapes, basically. But anyway, I just want to point that out because every single time they make a new Resident Evil game, they screw the lore up even more. Like in Resident Evil 6, on that one downtown mercenaries level, if you go in the arcade, I believe, or maybe it was just called the museum or something, whatever. Anyway, if you go into the museum and you read all the lore stuff, like they screwed up multiple entries in that as well. Like they said that Claire met up with Chris Redfield on Rockford Island, and that isn't what happened either. They met up in Antarctica. So there's lots of little like stupid inconsistencies like that. I don't know if they don't have proofreaders or what, but whatever. I'll shut up.
Later to join a top secret government program. Not that I had a choice.
He looks like
the training.
Every meme you've ever seen of Karen. That's what his haircut looks like.
Punishing missions nearly killed me.
Here comes Krauser. Oh my god.
At least I kept my mind off everything. If I could just forget what happened that night. The pain. Even for a second.
Marvin. Oh no, Kendo.
This time.
Ada.
It can be different.
So apparently they're going to stick with that being canon, I guess, in Resident Evil 4, because that wasn't canon in the original Resident Evil 2. That never actually happened in the storyline, according to the storyline. Because the canon ending of Resident Evil 2 is Leon B, where she kind of like gets injured and slumps up against that whatever, that equipment down in the like the power plant area of Nest, which wasn't even called Nest back then, but I guess that's what they're going with. They're probably gonna have some kind of dumb cutscene where she's like, "Oh yeah, I survived thanks to this," and she like busts out her grappling hook. I hope to be wrong, but I'm sure that's what's gonna happen. Or they won't even explain it. They'll just show her grappling hook and be like, haha, reference.
It has to.
So this is the car ride into the village. And I also hope that when the game comes out, they don't kill off Umbrella the same way, or even stupider way. Because if you've played the original, before you can even do anything in the game, there's a bunch of cutscenes like this. Actually, the cutscenes aren't even this extensive. It's literally just a text crawl. And they say that Umbrella got shut down after they were exposed after Code Veronica. So they just totally killed off Umbrella. Like they didn't resolve the story at all. They don't even mention it in this text, so I'm sure that's on purpose. Like the actual game will explain things. I don't know. I don't trust Nvidia Share. Oh god, this is like 150 times better. I do appreciate that they already included photo mode in the demo, so it's going to be in the game when it comes out. Furthermore, I think they actually learned their lesson from Resident Evil 8, and they took off the stupid. Exactly right here. They give you an option to just turn off the copyright, and it's actually turned off by default. That was one of my major complaints, and you can look back like a million videos ago. I have a video about it, like a video explicitly just about the fact that they ruined photo mode by putting in a mandatory copyright. So I really do appreciate that Capcom actually listens to fans. Um, in some areas, I think they're listening to the wrong people still in other areas, but whatever. The past 4 games have been mostly acceptable. I mean, Resident Evil 3 remake is just disappointing, and Resident Evil 8 is kind of meh, but still, they're light years beyond the crap that we've been getting since Resident Evil 4. You know, between Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 7. I have a lot of commentary about this because there is a lot to point out. So if you don't like it, I apologize. But there are other channels to go to. I've noticed, I've played this on 3 platforms now, okay? So when you turn off, there isn't actually an option to turn off chromatic aberration, but there is what was it? Lens distortion with chromatic aberration and lens distortion without. But even with normal lens distortion on, it still looks like chromatic aberration because it really is the same thing. I mean, there isn't a lot of like normal lens distortion happening with cameras.
How far could you have gone?
Anymore. Whatever. Yeah, this runs so much exponentially smoother. Excuse my grammar, than it does on Steam Deck or PlayStation. To be fair, PlayStation 5, I was playing with ray tracing turned on. So probably if you turn it off, it runs perfectly fine. But my old ass graphics card can't even support ray tracing, so I won't be able to really comment on that until someone drops $1,000 in my lap and I can, I can buy a new fucking GPU. Otherwise, it's gonna be taking a minute. Never went here before. Oh yeah, I did. Big ass wheel or something back there. I'm gonna have to play through this again with HDR. Yeah, fuck, I can't talk. HDR turned on because I can't record it with HDR turned on. There's nothing in here yet, right? Besides this stupid thing on the bed. Yeah, everything about this just runs so much better. I'm using the same controller that I just used for the Steam Deck version. But without even touching the settings, the control settings are already so much more responsive. Although, like I was saying earlier, it may have just copied my settings from the configuration file from Steam Deck. Which way do I not want to go? The staircase is over there. Because one of these is going to initiate a cutscene. I think it's this one. No, it's that one. This one goes downstairs. Oh, okay. I got you. So many bear traps in this one house. The hell are they hunting? I mean, besides bears. And that one dog that's
Sorry to barge in
outside.
Like this.
Oh, my bad. No, I can't get to the settings. I wanted to turn the subtitles on.
Busco a un policía. Vino aquí?
I had no idea what he said. I think he said he's looking for a police officer. Is he here? Yeah, I know. I should be ashamed. I'm an embarrassment. How surprising, an American that can't speak Spanish, especially because I live in Texas. So that's like the more important part is I should be able to speak Spanish, but I can't. All right. Besides, actually, The only reason I brought that up is because Resident Evil 4 is like the only reason I know any Spanish to begin with. I took like 2 days of Spanish 1 in high school before I transferred out and went back to Latin because some guidance counselor put me in the wrong class. And I was like, fuck you. Just because I got a D in Latin 1 doesn't mean you get to switch me over to Spanish. And then of course after that I was like, fuck you people. And then I just had 100% for the next 4 years in Latin. So I don't know Spanish, but it all came from Resident Evil 4. They used to sell that coat somewhere for like $1,000 or something. You've got your trademark ridiculous Resident Evil 4 karate shit going on. It really wouldn't be Resident Evil 4 without it, so it's good that they included some of it. However, I'm going to start getting really critical really fast here for the rest of this video. I don't know why I focus so hard on rotating that. It doesn't do anything. Is that a monkey? Or a... what the hell is that? I think it's a monkey. Why are you killing monkeys, you dicks? Or like a baby dog or wolf or something. Focusing on the real questions, okay? These dick villagers. Killing animals and putting them in their disgusting spoiled stew.
Stinks.
I think that's like a human something. Can't tell. So this is one of my major complaints already, is that they got rid of the laser pointer. It's clearly still going to be in the game, but it's going to be like an attachment or an upgrade or something, because it's in the settings. So far I've had pretty bad issues aiming with this stupid crosshair. I mean, I am using controller. If I used mouse, it would be like no problem, just like Dead Space. I think if I go... now that I have the gun, yeah, I think if you go back in here, there is ammo. Maybe not. I swear there was ammo right here. Maybe you have to, like, piss everyone off first. Oh, you know what? I just noticed. Oh, please, no. It's... son of a bitch. It's doing that shit that Resident Evil 6 did. It's hard to explain. It's like... every couple of steps, the camera kind of lurches forward. I don't know. Maybe it's okay. I think the problem more with Resident Evil 6 was the fact that it just constantly... like made you switch between walking and running while it was doing that with the camera. There's a lot of goat heads here. Bringing back the classic goat heads from Resident Evil 4, obviously. What does it say? Something was siempre of whatever. Like I said, I suck at Spanish. Destruidos. Something about destruction. I don't know. You would think, knowing Latin, like you would be able to at least recognize the root words, but even then.
Hey.
I missed the light.
I read you. What's your situation?
That's what I do. I spam screenshots on my Steam profile.
What the hell's going on?
What's going on is people are getting killed. The hunters. I like how they brought back these. I mean, obviously and literally from Resident Evil 4, they brought back these barrels, but they finally changed the model and the texture for once. Because this barrel is literally in Resident Evil 4, 5, 6, and Revelations 2. And it's in Resident Evil 7 as well, but I think they actually updated it. But in those 4 games, they literally reused the same asset from 2005, and they didn't even retexture it or anything. So it looks out of place. But yeah, these barrels are like everywhere. But apparently now in the remake, the only ones you can break have that.
No fucking way.
So are you forced to do this in order to learn the knife mechanic? Yeah, because he was already dead when he grabbed me. That's stupid. And he doesn't drop any items. Dick. He interrupted what I was saying. Now the only barrels and stuff that you can break, apparently, are the ones that have that yellow paint crap on them. Similar to Resident Evil 8. I wish they would have put the merchant in this demo, so you could at least get like an idea of the upgrades. Hey, bring your friend over here. Oh, another thing I hate so far about this remake is that they put in, not that the original didn't have it by any means, because obviously the original Resident Evil 4 did this, and it did this in the most obnoxious way imaginable. They put in aim sway. But at least, I don't know. In general, I just don't like the combat so far in this game. If you miss, you're pretty much screwed, I guess, until you upgrade your guns. Because the aiming is just kind of sluggish. I haven't... hopefully I'll run into it later after I get out of this building, but they've also changed the melee, the QTE mechanics quite a bit. I don't know if that's supposed to be Ashley or just some random girl.
Bruce, this is Condor 1.
Hunnigan here. What's your sit rep?
President's daughter, Baby Eagle. It's likely she's in this village.
Hunnigan looks pretty much exactly like she did in Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 6 and in whatever, I think she was in Infinite Darkness.
Our intel was correct then. Well done.
Need a location on a nearby lake. She may have been taken there.
Copy that. I'll see what I can find.
Hurry up. Something's happened to the people here.
Oh, now I remember, yeah.
My escorts are. Gotta go. Talk later. I'll let myself out.
They've denied you the pleasure of getting to jump through the window yourself this time around. I'm gonna plan this well. Actually waiting on a pizza, which is about to be here. You can't save this, so I just now gotta pause it. This is what I was talking about. So they have the yellow. It just I don't appreciate that this has become like a mandatory modern game design thing. That you now have to mark every interactive object in the entire game. And it's Resident Evil 4 isn't the first time, obviously. Or, I mean, this game isn't the first time it's happened. It's been going on for years. Dating back to, like, BioShock, where the important quest items would glow. Shouldn't there be an item right here somewhere? Or a box? Did I already... There should be an item. It screwed me. It's fine. See what I'm saying? Like all the old school barrels are here, but you can't actually interact with them. There's one detail I mentioned on my stream previously. I like that they added this mechanic. It's more realistic. Your gun can actually hold one in the chamber plus the entire magazine now. Oh, that's the dog. Or the wolf or whatever it is. That they changed. Sadler. It just seems like they're mumbling random crap, which I guess makes sense in the lore. Donde está? I hate this shit. I hate when they do this. All the dudes with pitchforks now will charge you. Well, I mean, all of them will, pretty much. All the enemies. Oh, you fucking dick! That's obnoxious, is what that is. Oh, I probably could have stomped on his head. I didn't realize what that meant until now. What's this? Is this a herb? Oh, I thought it was a glowing... Okay. Speaking of glowing objects. Not this time. Bear trap. Oh, I do have a first aid spray. They've kept a lot of things like 100% the same in this demo, at least. But some things were changed in, I don't want to say clever, but, you know, subtle ways. I forgot to make commentary about its flashlight. Get your ass out here, bro. Está aquí, come on. Yeah, good luck with that. Hit me through the wall, try it. Wow, they're giving me so many monies, like, I don't get it. Why am I getting a red herb when I don't have a green herb? Well, okay, I take that back. That was a dumb question. Okay, I'm gonna continue this later, I guess. Actually, yeah. Never mind. Just gonna finish this. Hopefully I don't die like a chump this time. I noticed they took out the mechanic. That was someone's head, by the way. They took out the mechanic, at least in the demo, where they didn't put it in, however you want to refer to it. I mean, it was in the original game, so it is kind of like they took it out. You don't actually have an option to like kick doors open now, at least not in this demo. You get to actually watch them burn the dude alive now. Yeah, so this stupid villager is going to spot me here in a second. I do like that the way they updated the crafting menu. It's so much better than Resident Evil 2, 3, 7, or 8. And so far I love all the icons they've made for all the items in the game. You see nothing, lady. You see nothing. Oh, there's a key. I haven't discovered that yet. I'm curious why they even give you money in the demo. There's no merchant to spend it at. I mean, what? Just to show that it's there? Oh, that's how... Okay, that's the thing that you use to make bullets. I guess I missed that. I probably should have... Well, probably can't. Never mind. Give me the fucking item.
Here we go.
No! Get off of me, you whores! You've ruined everything.
Next.
I guess I'll just die. It's fine. Like, I literally hate this part. I'm not even joking. Because they added like 60,000 villagers to this part. When before there were like maybe 17. Oh, yeah, and the Olympic axe throwers are like 30,000 times worse in this demo. Like, I've never not been hit by an axe that they throw at you. And it seems like so far, if they throw an axe, you 100% will get hit with it.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
And it looks like the chainsaw, the Dr. Salvador spawn seems to change too. Because one time I saw him like, it gave him this big intro cutscene. What? That's not the where's my shotgun? Okay. The whole intro is like weird as hell. Or this whole part, I mean. Oh shit, shitty shit. This is not good. At least they can't like if you play Resident Evil, they would always like, what the fuck. Okay. Oh my god, that was totally ridiculous. I was gonna say, at least they can't like 180 pitchfork you now, it seems like. I need to make sure to show this because it's funny. So, I'm probably gonna die for doing this, but they can literally destroy the entire floor out from under you now. See, like it's so ridiculous. You fucking piece of shit. Do you see what I mean? That I like legitimately hate this.
Here you go.
It's fine, I'll just die.
None left.
It's probably a bad idea.
One down.
They, oh my fucking Jesus, dude. I wasn't exaggerating when I said there's literally a million enemies. I'm probably gonna die here in a second. Like, I'm not gonna make it.
Next.
Next.
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm surprised because it didn't actually take me this long to even... Fuck! Before... There's just so many of them, like it's ridiculous. And I understand why they did it. Oh, here we go. So I just didn't even get to do anything to the chainsaw guy.
La campana. Hay que obedecerla.
Él nos invoca.
I forgot to turn on the subtitles. I still can't though.
Tenemos.
So I would assume that's Ada Wong ringing that church bell. Unless they changed everything. Like I said, the demos, at least the demo makes it seem like the game is narratively still very close to the original. Even in gameplay, like a lot of it is the same. I didn't really have an opportunity in the game or the demo so far, but I mean in this video. But if you shoot a Ganado in the knee, it's like impossible to get a melee prompt now. Whereas that was like the main way to kill enemies. If you ever watch anyone that has any idea what they're doing play Mercenaries,
Where's everyone going?
like step one is always to shoot them either in the head or the knee, and it stumbles them. But I've shot enemies like 7 times in the knee in this demo, and it just doesn't happen. Like the only time I've ever seen it happen is when you shoot them in the head. So there's a mad chainsaw mode. I don't know what it means. I'm kind of guessing it's a replacement for professional difficulty. Probably if I try to start a new game, it'll pop up. It's supposed to be a secret, but it's not really that secret. Regardless, that is Resident Evil 4 demo. Next time I get the mad chainsaw mode to pop up, I'll do another video and I'll hopefully suck less and talk less. But we'll see. That's it for now. It will be coming out on the 24th, 2 weeks, Friday after next. I wish I had information to tell people about Collector's Edition, but I have no idea. It depends on I guess the retailer you bought it from. I should probably log into my account and see what's going on with mine. No one knows. I don't know. It's expensive enough that it would be nice to like know exactly when they're going to charge you, but that's a question for the retailers. Peace, everybody. Happy Friday.